This is Water or Toilet Paper, and today we'll be talking about the biggest box office bombs.
From the 2000s.
We'll be ranking it from movies that had some sort of potential to
Fucking this is calamity for cinema and India as a whole. Bombay Velvet. According to most people, this is one of the greatest tragedies to ever happen to cinema. But it's actually decent.
This is one of those movies that could have changed the industry in a way, because Anurag Kashyap was such an indie director and they put like so much money and faith into him. So if it worked out, we could have seen a different kind of Bollywood, but it didn't. So we are seeing this kind of Bollywood. Zero. This also similar to Bombay Velvet was like an indie director with big star, lot of money, so much CG, he's playing a dwarf character, they go to space, blah blah blah, and it's an okay movie, but it failed very badly.
Maracar is a 2021 Malayalam blockbuster movie that sucked ass. Most expensive Malayalam film. The most entertaining thing is seeing Mohanlal try very hard to act with his eyes. Mogamoody. There was so much hype around this thing because, it's a superhero movie. It's made by an auteur director. Big failure. Gave superheroes kind of like a bad fucking look in India. These are just cheap imitations of something clearly done by Westerners, which is being rectified.
Ravan had a lot of hype behind it because it's the first video game sci-fi movie, but it was a very boring movie where the ending is like the shadow is only rendered on the real man in a game. It was such a shit movie. Zanjeer. It was a remake of like a classic Amitabh Bachchan film. There was so much hype because Ram Charan was in a Bollywood film. It was a very shit movie, and I had the golden opportunity of watching it in a theater, and my god, was it a very painful experience. Komarum Puli. We could easily add 3 Pawan Kalyan disasters, but we added 2 because I want to live peacefully in my place. Komarum Puli is a dog shit movie directed by S.J. Surya.
You can tell S.J. Surya directed this movie because it is about as subtle as his performances.
By far the funniest scene in this movie is how the mother teaches Pawan Kalyan march past in the womb. Brahmotsavam. This is the kind of movie that makes you want to kill everyone in your family. It's about big family searching for bigger family of bigger families. If that sounds fun, I don't want to be your friend. Love Story 2050. It's a very shit sci-fi futuristic time travel movie. Priyanka Chopra has the best looks in this movie, and the main actor is played by Hrithik Roshan's too. That's all. It's a bad movie.
Speaking of Bollywood fuck-ups, Thugs of Hindustan and Kalam. Wow, what are both these historical action-y masala movies similar to? Maybe like a little movie called Bahubali? Amar Khan doing like a cringe Jack Sparrow impression, some shit show ensemble to try and cash in on Bahubali's money, and of course they fucking failed.
This is the movie that made us make this list.
One of the most notable movies on this list.
It's Son of India, starring Mohan Babu. This movie made no money. And there were so many memes that it's like, first day 2 tickets sold. It's an embarrassment from such a well-known actor. The movie looks absolutely horrible, and maybe one day we will make a video on it.
1 crore 80 lakhs. Only one song మీరు చూస్తే
Agnyatavasi. The amount of hype this movie had because Trivikram and Pawan Kalyan third movie, hat-trick movie, previous movie was industry hit. This is gonna be it, guys. And after the second day itself, people were like, okay, it's a dog shit. There is nothing funny in this. To top it all, it's a ripoff of some other movie, and it's just a big embarrassment.
Kochadayan. Unlike the other movies on this list, you can say like, I want to go watch it. No wonder no one went and watched this shit. I don't know how they attempted to do it of a fully CG film with this budget. No wonder it failed and it's just forgotten in memory unless you have one of those Kochadayan fountain pens.
More than anything, you don't want to see fucking animated Rajinikanth. Basic fundamental philosophy of the movie is wrong.
This is future.
Varma. The fact that there was an acclaimed author-director behind it, a really good star kid actor, and it's also based on already existing property that has proven successful twice, and yet this was like an enormous piece of shit that the producer said, no, fuck this, make it again.
They were like, okay, this is an embarrassing thing for us as people. The funniest scene from this version is that Aditya Varma makes a woman apologize to his dick.
சரி அப்ப கும்பிடு அங்க
கடவுளே
The biggest fucking Indian cinematic failure, cultural failure, blemish on the actor's
Career
forever.
Sura.
There exists nobody who likes this movie.
Like die-hard fans who will watch anything were also like, bro, please, what was this? And what makes it even more special is that it is Vijay's 50th film and somehow it's his worst film. It has the best opening for any Vijay movie, best villain for any Vijay movie,
Best songs, amazing comedy that's very tasteful and aged gracefully. It could have just been about him being a fish, or it could have just been Vijay strong beats up evil man. But no, somehow they found this unholy concoction of just the worst comedy, the worst villain, and the worst character Vijay has played.
it's such a shit show.
The dishonorable mentions.
Ram Gopal Varma Ki Aag, one of those movies that everyone agrees that is a big piece of shit. The remake of Sholay with Mohanlal and Amitabh Bachchan in a movie, and somehow it's very unbearable apparently.
The second one is basically Simbu plays old man Manmadan. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this director's next film, Bagheera.
Bagheera Varma!
That's all I'm gonna say. That was the list. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Comment your favorite box office disaster.